All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next comedian? First impressions, I like that. You guys did well. You guys did well. Ladies and gentlemen, another member of the Chuckles Inc. family, please put your hands together for Nathyn Gibson. Woo!
Yeah, I'd like to explain if it was Woody, Keith, or my roommates, Billy Ocean, we'd be losing our minds right now. I have this box here. What's in this box? My mom works at a cerebral palsy center, and which is a terrible start to this. But it's a terrible thing. My mom works at a cerebral palsy center, and apparently there was a box of gifts that says like free Christmas decorations, and this was in them. This horrible thing was in the cerebral palsy. This looks like a rejected member of the Misfit Toys from the Toy Story series. Terrible. I have no thing. I just like, that's so hideous. I need to bring it on stage. I have nothing for that. How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! Let's make a little noise. How is everyone doing tonight? There is way too much coffee in my system. All right. For those who know me, notice that I've lost a lot of weight. I look good, I'll say that. I've lost 40 pounds. Good side, I lost 40 pounds. Downside, no longer allowed to do the truffle shuffle. No, it does not equip me at all. I also feel like, did I actually lose it through hard work? Or did I accidentally get cursed by a gypsy after running over the daughter? 3 people have seen Thinner, Stephen King's classic. All right. I live in Chicago, and but I've been living in Indiana all my life, and I'm trying like fit in the Chicago way. And it's kind of like Harry Potter, how Hermione's a wizard, but she's still going to be called a Muggle for the rest of her life. It's that Hermione, whatever. I'm wearing a shirt from Hot Topic, jeans. Thrift store shoes, thrift store coats. If there is an outfit that the mullet goes along with, this is it. I live in Chicago. I live in a town called, or an area called Logan Square. It's an all Puerto Rican neighborhood. And there's an ice cream truck that goes around my neighborhood until 1 o'clock at night and doesn't sell drugs. Or I haven't figured out the password for drugs yet. Tried code words like Choco Taco. I'm not sure why I looked at Keith when I said that. Push up pop. Hey dude, do you have any drugs? None of them seem to work. It's a Puerto Rican neighborhood, and last month, this November, last month, big talk about Obama winning, but big news was Puerto Rico voted that they want to go in statehood. They want to be the 51st state of the United States of America. Yeah, I want that to happen just so the people in my neighborhood have nothing to celebrate. Why are you flying the Puerto Rico flag? Wrong state. Some of you weren't laughing at that. You know who laughed at that? Puerto Ricans. You think you're better than them crackers? I live near a school, and it's not the joke. I live near a school, and there's a sign that says, safe school zone. The law prohibits gang recruitment and the use, sale, or possession of drugs or weapons in this area. Well, that's good, and that's nice, but you know what it also applies to? Everywhere. Like, do you think the Latin Kings are just hanging out in the playground? A guy comes up to him and goes, hello, my name is Too Cold, and I would like to join your gang. I present you with a resume of all my recent stabbings. Latin King person's like, dude, you have to take that to the end of the street. I think it became quite apparent I don't know how gangs work. This is the first time I'm really living on my own. Like, I've been living with my parents all my life, and now I'm living on my own. And I did not realize, how cheap I truly am. I frequent a lot of thrift stores. Anyone else? Thrift stores in the house? Yeah, and even when I shop at thrift stores, like I saw a pair of shoes I like, and looked at the bottom, and it said $7. And even at a thrift store, I had to go, $7? I'm gonna have to wait for a sale. The saddest part about that is I got these shoes for $3.50 Monday, raising the roof. Are we having a good time, people? All right. Like, it's weird that I'm up here right now. I'm 25, and this coat is way too hot right now. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. I was really hoping that hit Woody. I'm 25, and I realize I'm not an adult. Like, first sign is like 3 times this week, my dinner has consisted of a box of Aldi's macaroni and cheese and Pop-Tarts for dinner. I'm sorry, toaster tarts from Aldi's. Pop-Tarts aren't in the options right now. I'm 25 and I don't consider myself an adult because I don't think adults make their ramen noodles in the coffee maker. Like, I don't think adults go to work and have to climb a ladder, but right before they do, go, we're gonna have a new Intercontinental Champion. And I don't think adults go to college for 6 years in a row, finally graduate and go, I'm gonna do comedy for the rest of my life. That is not the best option right there. I live with roommates. And first of all, are we drinking tonight? Yes. I love the person that just went, I concur. I'm drinking a little bit tonight. I don't like drinking with my roommates because they're what they like to call themselves beer connoisseurs, which means they took a class once. Because I drink like a beer with them, and they'll go like, wow, you can really tell that these hops were aged within this year. The finest distillery. And I'm always like, I like Blue Moon! Especially when there's an orange in it. That's when the Blue Moon's at the peak perfection, right? Right, guys? I'm from Indiana. From Lake Station. Lake Station, where our motto is, hey, come see our Walgreens. So I mean, I know what Lake Station is. It's it's when you forget to go on I-65. It's the town you have to go into. Like, I knew it was my time to leave when there was a sign that said on the same billboard sign, support our troops, and underneath it said, congratulations, Snooki, because she was pregnant. And apparently that's the same level of support our troops. This is so weird right now. But with the roommates, there was a moment where we were all sick at the same time. And for some reason, we used that excuse to watch every episode of Melissa and Joey ever made. Does everyone know what Melissa and Joey is? Good, good. That's what the reaction should be. Melissa and Joey is Melissa Joan Hart and Joey Lawrence of Whoa fame. And it was a moment like, we started watching it like trying to be hipsters, like, oh, we're watching Melissa and Joey, aren't we? Pretentious. And then we started to like it. I strictly remember it because there was a moment that Melissa Joan Hart made a Sabrina the Teenage Witch reference. And I remember what I said. I went, ha ha ha, damn it! Good God. The saddest thing, like 3 of us in the room know every word to the Melissa and Joey theme song. And they're all up here on stage right now. You know it? I know. Why didn't you perform it tonight? Also, there's a... I don't know it. You should. You've been in our house. You slept on my couch. And you don't know the Melissa and Joey theme song? That's like the 2nd commandment.
It's not.
All right. It's not. There's another show that's always been on too long. There's a show called 2.5 Men. Anyone familiar with that? Yeah, that was a proper reaction. There is I read an interview with Angus Jones, who's the kid of 2.5 Men, and he said he just became a born-again Christian, and he said he doesn't want to be on 2.5 Men anymore because it's filth, and that could lead to 2.5 Men getting canceled. And I don't know if any of you are the religious type, but if 2.5 Men get canceled, that's proof to me that God answers prayers. Amen. I want to point out that when Brad made the Boy Meets World reference, I was sitting right there, and I strictly remember her going, "I'm way too old for that reference." Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, don't worry, you'll see the revamp soon. It's a good revamp. I don't know if you know about me, but I'm the type of guy that really likes, I'll strike up a conversation with anybody. Come up after a show, talk to me, I'll talk to you back. I was at a Walgreens recently, and I was striking up a conversation with somebody. Towards the end of the conversation, we're near the checkout, and she finished the conversation with, "I just gotta know, are you gay?" Which I didn't take offense to that, because it's been like a decade since I've been in junior high. But I go, "No, but why do you ask?" And she goes, "Well, you're just so flamboyant and energetic." Which you really gotta turn that around. Do you think she's ever like, "Man, that guy was boring. Ugh, bet he's into chicks. Oh." I know I can't be gay, because I had a colonoscopy in high school, and I did not like that at all. Butt sex is not my cup of tea. For those who are wondering, my cup of tea is green tea with a little bit of honey. Sometimes a splash of lemon. Definitely over butt sex. Do you guys wonder, like, if Ric Flair gets a colonoscopy, do you think he just goes, "Woo!" and passes out? Yeah. That's a Ric Flair joke. I'm a wrestling fan. If you... Yeah! Good God, yes. I'm a big fan of wrestling, and wrestling's the only type of entertainment that people try to deter me from liking. Because I tell people I like wrestling, and there's always that person who's like, "Well, you know wrestling's fake, right?" Yeah. Well, so is some tits. But some of you are going to look at porn nonetheless. And newsflash, he's not even a pizza man. Newsflash again, she's not really enjoying it. Not good with women. It's because the joke's my life. I'm not good with women. I was supposed to go on 2 dates last week. They both canceled. I wonder why. But I remember a girl telling me that she just wants to be treated like a princess. So I started taking pictures of her until she got in a car crash. Name that Facebook album Candle in the Wind. Oh, I've lost some of you tonight.
You gained me.
Any of you guys?
That was awesome.
You guys want to talk about Hitler? Screw it, we're talking about Hitler. I have conversations with people sometimes about time machines, and the constant answer that people say is, if I had a time machine, I'd go back in time and kill Hitler. I wouldn't. I would go back in time and help Hitler with his art degree. I would get him a tutor, get him really good, and then he'll go to college for art, and we will have an art degree. Because I have friends with art degrees, and if they have taught me anything, no one really contributes much to society with an art degree. Jewish people, safe. Personally, I have a communications degree. Yeah. So I'm a Jimmy John's delivery driver. And I had this moment, with the delivery driving, sometimes you have to do door hanging, you have to put advertisements on the doors. And I was doing it one day on a street called Bosworth, and there was a guy coming up behind me and just ripping the advertisements down. And I asked him, like, seriously, what's your problem here? And he was like, I don't appreciate that in my neighborhood. And I go, what, are you in some kind of gang or something? And he goes, yes. Which you really gotta wonder, like, if he is part of a gang, that is the lowest part of the totem pole of being in a gang. It's just like their weekly gang meetings on Wednesday. Fresh Blood brings donuts. It's like going through like what everyone's supposed to do. And it's like, too cold. He got in the game, by the way. Too cold. You have to go and protect the neighborhood. Make sure no one tries to shoot us up. Hey, Viscera. Hey, Viscera. You gotta make sure the merchandise is good, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Vince. You gotta make sure no one puts those door hangers on our door. That's annoying. I like hip hop. Does anyone like hip hop? Like sometimes, like my favorite hip hop guy. Does anyone like Drake?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Drake. I really like Drake, but I really wish he would talk about the real issues in his life. Like the time he was in high school and the nerdy kid shot him. He was forced to be in a wheelchair, and then his dad was like, I want you to be on the wheelchair basketball team, and he's just like, I want to be an artist. Some of you didn't laugh at that, which makes my obsession with Teen Nickelodeon even more creepy. When me and my roommates moved up to Chicago, we decided to take that as an opportunity to listen to every song DMX has ever done. My favorite song is a song called What's My Name, which he just starts rapping, and out of nowhere he goes, I'm not a nice person! Which I really wish you would elaborate on that. Like, I don't open doors for women! There's a lot of spit there. I fart in elevators! What you really want? I'm not gonna finish that line because there's an N-word in there, and actually this is Crown Point, I'm fine. Where's my white people in the house? Any white people here? Not proud at all. I've had conversations about hip-hop with white friends, and unfortunately one of the conversations had this quote, man, I wish we had our own form of the N-word. Which I really wish like aliens would come from the sky and abduct like a third of white people. We're forced to work the plutonium mines. Every time we start to slack off, they just start hitting us. Keep working, Caucasoid, keep working. My friend looks up and looks at me and goes, you know, in 200 years, that Caucasoid thing's totally gonna be worth it. High five. But it's not. Because plutonium's cancerous. One more thing about hip hop. There's a guy that I enjoy his music. His name's Kanye West. Kanye West? Hey, you may boo, but that's just because you're a hater. You're a hater of Kanye West. Kanye West recently put out a compilation album, good music compilation. First track is a song with R. Kelly.
Yes.
Woo! R. Kelly.
R. Kelly called To the World. Yeah, Prince R. Kelly. And in the song, Kanye West just starts going, Mitt Romney don't pay no tax. Mitt Romney don't pay no tax. But you really gotta wonder, like, when Obama won, do you think he was like, you're welcome, Obama. I'll accept the trip to the White House later. God, Crown Point audiences. Just a bunch of crackers that don't laugh at Puerto Rican jokes. But I really like, I'm going to put this up because I live in Chicago. So I'm going to just say Barack Obama and see what the reaction in Indiana is. Barack Obama? All right. I really like the election. I'm into politics. The weirdest part of the election was 7-Eleven had this promotion where you can get coffee cups with either Obama or Romney's name on it. And I picked the Obama cup. And as I was walking the streets of Chicago, I immediately think to myself, What am I trying to prove here? I'm voting for Obama in Chicago. Oh, I'm a rebel. Need to take this Obama cup back to the farmlands of Indiana where I hung out in. Or this Obama cup makes me a dancing Kevin Bacon. Hey, I hate to hate on you, Indiana. Indiana, a state where the Republican senator candidate had to go, you know, Jesus is cool with rape. For everyone to go, okay, we'll elect the Democrat this time. When Obama won, I tried to go to McCormick Place where he was speaking. Obviously didn't get in. But there was this, my night wasn't ruined because there's one moment where this lady was looking at a bus and she went, I wonder if Obama's in that bus. And I was like, pretty sure Obama doesn't ride Coach USA. I think you lift up once you become president. There was a guy that was making oil paintings right outside of McCormick Place. I'd like to describe one of the paintings for you. It was Obama riding a horse in a majestic field with several prominent black leaders, including Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Tupac. Oh.
So did you buy it or what?
Which really makes me wish that during my time, I get to elect the first Latino president, just because I want to see like an oil painting of the Latino president riding a dinosaur with Shakira and Ricky Martin. Oh, that was supposed to be a much better laugh to that. I feel like my comedy's a lot like my lovemaking. Start off all excited the first 5 minutes, end up apologizing the next 10. Alright, we'll go out with that. You guys have been awesome. I love performing for Crown Points. Let's bring Keith Evans back up. Give it up for Keith Evans.
Give it up again for Nathyn Gibson. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next comedian? First impressions, I like that. You guys did well. You guys did well. Ladies and gentlemen, another member of the Chuckles Inc. family. Please put your hands together for Nathyn Gibson. Woo!
Yeah, I'd like to explain if it was Woody, Keith, or my roommates, Billy Ocean, we'd be losing our minds right now. I want you to bring it on stage. I have nothing for that. How's everyone doing tonight? Woo! Let's make a little noise. How is everyone doing tonight? There is way too much coffee in my system. All right. For those who know me, notice that I've lost a lot of weight. I look good. I'll say that. I've lost 40 pounds. Good side, I lost 40 pounds. Downside, no longer allowed to do the truffle shuffle. No, it does not equip me at all. I also feel like, did I actually lose it through hard work? Or did I accidentally get cursed by a gypsy after running over the daughter? 3 people have seen Thinner, Stephen King's classic. All right. I live in Chicago, and but I've been living in Indiana all my life. And I'm trying to like fit in the Chicago way, and it's kind of like Harry Potter, how Hermione's a wizard, but she's still going to be called a Muggle for the rest of her life. It's that Hermione, whatever. I'm wearing a shirt from Hot Topic, jeans, thrift store shoes, thrift store coats. If there is I have this box here. What's in this box? My mom works at a cerebral palsy center, and which is a terrible start to this, but it's a terrible thing. My mom works at a cerebral palsy center, and apparently there was a box of gifts that says like free Christmas decorations, and this was in them. This horrible, horrible thing was in the cerebral palsy. This looks like a rejected member of the Misfit Toys from the Toy Story series. Terrible. I have no thing. I just like, that's so hideous. The outfit that the mullet goes along with, this is it. I live in Chicago. Like, I live in a town area called Logan Square. It's an all Puerto Rican neighborhood. And there's an ice cream truck that goes around my neighborhood until 1 o'clock at night and doesn't sell drugs. Or I haven't figured out the password for drugs yet. I've tried code words like Choco Taco. I'm not sure why I looked at Keith when I said that. Push up pop.